This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Sorcerer King Rivals, a new 4X grand strategy game where heroes of might and magic and Age of Wonders meet civilizations. Build your cities, gather your armies, and grow your magic to stop the evil Sorcerer King.
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Command & Conquer 0 Hour. Today we are on 1.6, and we have a Colombian drug lord, so we need to try and be a little bit respectful here. Yeah. Don't piss him off too much.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm assuming this guy is a Smurf, but I actually have no idea, so we're going to have to go with Pablo Escobar. He's our trying to nuke.
His opponent will be our man Dominator. He's going to be our GLA stealth.
This was from the tournament, the 1.6 tourney, so thanks you to Relax for running that one. I actually sponsored some money for that tournament. Keen to see 1.6. I was like, 1.6? Give us them replays. So hopefully we'll get some somewhat active tournaments happening for it. Just makes it a bit more interesting to cast. A bit more variety involved. Dominator looking for some quick oil caps with his Rebel. Probably a second one coming out. Or already. Oh no, that's a worker. Oh, there it is.
Second Rebel comes out.
But does he send it over, or does he build a tunnel and then pop it over?
It looks like he's running it for now. Would be cool. That would be pretty next level. You run the worker over first, and then Rebel will pop. Seems as though we won't get to see that.
Ooh.
Nice. Love aggressive supply trucks. Where's the tunnel network? Heading up towards the oil will probably be the best choice, unless he goes real mad dog and goes straight for worker crushers. That could be cool.
Yeah, he won't get the Rebel because it's cloaked.
Also won't get the tunnel network here.
He won't get the... Maybe he will actually get the RPG.
Yeah.
Depends if Dominator has some sick jukes. No sick jukes. 0 out of 10 sick jukes. Is that too much to ask for, Blake? I just want some sick RPG jukes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that supply truck was always going to go down. Didn't really stand a chance. He was running a long way. Will he scout out? Hopefully, yeah. He's gonna scout out the wall Dominator has created. He's blocked in those workers, so won't be going for anything too crazy.
Oh, so is that what it was for? Was it to draw the units away?
Wait, there are already hijackers out. There are hijackers, dude. He just stole a Nuke Battle Master.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To draw units out, you were saying?
Yeah, because right. if he sent the truck to the north side,
yeah,
and then a couple of technicals or whatever it is,
right? Okay.
Moves in to intercept the truck, and then meanwhile there's actually a Nuke Battle Master that goes for your supply.
Okay.
Didn't quite go to plan because there was a hijacker, and he's actually going for it again. This is
another hijacker.
Yeah, this is risky, and I'm surprised he's going for it, but it may pay off because the hijacker is actually in the base. Mines have been revealed. We're good mines though against the GLA stealth.
It's the evac as well. We're enough to take out this technical.
Nuke Battle Master actually pushes back.
Gat's going to be camping out the oil derrick. That's nice. Hijacker's still running around waiting for a pop out of this factory.
I wonder why he has like the backpack. I guess it's like a radio, but why does he need a radio if he's a hijacker?
I don't know. Maybe it's not a radio. It's the long stick you like drive through the window to pull up the lock and whatever he happens to be going for. You wouldn't think he'd need it. You think he'd just go GTA style, given there's drivers in all these vehicles.
Okay, there's a Gatling cannon there, Blake.
Hijacker,
no!
Whoa!
Wow, that Gatling. It must have had his shot blocked by the supply. He couldn't quite get him.
Seems as though there's a tech RPG push on the left-hand side as well on that supply. Give him the big GLA blob. In fact, it's a RPG Battle Master push. My mistake. My mistake.
A common strategy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
So, yeah. Love's actually going to get the reveal on the hijacker as well. That's nice. Ooh, gat range, and the Battle Master goes down. So yeah, Lotus got the reveal on the hijacker inside Pablo's base. Gonna take that one out. Gatling gets the crush on the oil at the same time. Seems as though saw Dominator go for the engage and then cap strategy, and it was denied by Pablo Escobar.
These trucks, okay, just being remacroed now. It's something in Red Alert 3 that often would happen is you put your truck on gun mode or shield mode, and you forget about it, and 5 minutes later you realize that your ore collector wasn't actually mining, and you're like, crap. bollocks.
Decent force on the bottom here for Pablo Escobar, certainly enough to take out some tunnel networks. Not in that much danger of a Overlord cap. I believe he has detection down there with an outpost. Hijacker's not really going to be a problem. Lotus gets the friendly cap on the oil derrick.
Friendly cap.
Friendly cap.
What's the non-friendly cap?
Going for the other guy's oil derrick.
Ah, okay,
yeah.
right.
When you have set oil derricks, going for your one is friendly. Going for your opponent's is
Okay.
antagonistic. So
Yeah.
It's like they want to fight.
What? Want to give him another dragon tank?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just silly. Pablo Escobar knows that Dominator is playing with hijackers. That was a mistake. Loading units without detection when you know your opponent's playing with hijackers is not very smart. Giving a dragon tank over to a GLA player also not very smart.
Wow, you may lose this supply. I know that Nuke Battlemaster should be able to clean him up, but there's no Dozer nearby, and this supply is low. I like how there are Gatling cannons for defense, though. Not only will it provide a little bit of defense versus technicals and such, but also it prevents the hijackers from moving nearby. However, it doesn't prevent battle buses. Well, actually, it may do.
Yeah, we'll take it out. There we go. Nice. Good job, Gatling cannon.
At the south, we have two Overlords. Gatling, Outpost, ECMs, Lotus even as well. So this is clever. Notice how the Lotus is positioned forward. So any hijackers will be seen well before they're within range.
You can see a cash steal supply destroy here from Pablo Escobar. That'd be the smart way of playing this. At the same time, so oil could be stolen.
I don't know why exactly he's firewalling this. He should just go straight for the Rebel.
It's going to cost him. It's engagement down on the bottom supply. Yeah, it was the cash steal. Jarman's out as well. It was the cash steal leads to supply destroy. No!
He crushed his own ECM. Feels bad, man.
RIP. Feels real bad.
Ever got so mad you just crush your own ECM?
Not often. Not often I get that mad machine.
So the supply has been destroyed or forced to sell.
Hopefully we see a red guard out of this barracks to deal with those RPGs. Those are currently in a repair battle. There we go, red guard are out.
Oh, two battle buses.
Dangerous. At least it's going to be revealed. That's probably the main thing here. It'll give Pablo Escobar a chance to respond with his less than mobile force of Overlords. He is pulling them back now.
So it's actually going Overlord heavy. Generally against battle buses you want to go MiGs, but that's not quite going to be the option. Dozer is sniped down.
Two battle buses, certainly enough to take out one Gatling. Oh, that's unfortunate.
We can't push through though, unless he force fires down all of the mines.
Yeah, doesn't have a worker there. Still, the Gatling goes down and reveals the mines at the same time. It's very close to not doing that.
So this is a massive attack, and there's only one outpost. Probably needs a bit more than that, not only for detection against hijackers, but also to recrew his sniped vehicles. Especially he's leading the charge here with his outpost.
Not fun.
So now these Overlords are all. Oh, actually, there's a Gatling cannon on them, so they do have detection, but of course they don't have the Jarman, the detection against the Jarman, the protection against the Jarman. You get sniped. You want to recrew those like that. He snipes the Gatling
cannon one. He must have hijackers, or you'd assume he does. Still, the intelligent one to snipe denies any stealth detection.
So it actually forces Pablo to build some Gatling cannons there. He's got one more, maybe the second one as well.
Continuing this attack, unless there are outposts coming, that's just throwing away Overlords. That means another Jarman snipe and another Overlord in the hands of Dominator.
Okay, he's going for the cap. The ECM needs to deny this one. He's actually turning to engage. It's fine.
The preemptive deny on the Overlord was quite smart. That's two away. It gives away two.
So does he destroy these Overlords now? He should actually... Oh, well, there's actually a battle bus flank
battle bus
coming in.
Cut them off.
One of them is capped. Battle bus is reigning supreme there, and we can't cap it until it's been powered off. So, yeah, as Blake exclaims in frustration, Why are you exclaiming in frustration, Blake? Tell us.
First, because Dominator's the man. Who is the man? Dominator is. If he can't do it, no one can. But maybe Pablo can recover with this carpet bomb, or maybe not. Actually goes to the supply here, and it's going to be ineffectual. Yeah, never push when you don't have jump. Always use protection, ladies and gentlemen. Always use protection. In this case, Pablo had no Jarvan protection. Especially, I mean, once the Apples went down, you pull back. But certainly once the Gatling Overlord goes down, then you pull back. It was so vulnerable to Hijackers even. 3 Hijackers could have run out and stolen all the Overlords, and he stuck around too long and ate another Jarvan site, which means 2 Overlords in the hands of a GLA.
Yeah, that's not good. No. You never want to be versing GLA Overlords, let alone GLA Nuke Overlords. It's even worse. You want to have, in that situation, 2 or 3 outposts. Even a troop crawler is better because they have more slots.
Oh.
A couple of mine hits there. It's going to be 3 battle buses, but still, this battle bus army is pretty intimidating.
Oh no! Evacs right into mines. It's unfortunate.
Hey, it's fine because one of them survives.
Literally one. Yeah, actually a really nice trade. So Pablo Escobar actually pulls that one back economically. There are still 2 Overlords available. The Dominator, who has pretty solid map control at this stage of the game, denying that forward supply. He's keeping Pablo Escobar on 2 supplies and starting to build up the black market count, which is ideal.
A lot of tunnels too. It's going to be very hard for Pablo to actually push through. See, now he's not using protection. He's vulnerable to... I'm trying to analogize STIs, but I won't.
Probably a good idea, Machine. Probably a good idea. Yeah. They're both going to be sniped down. Yeah, Overlords on their own, just not a good idea.
Oh, even Lotus gets taken out.
Yeah, Lotus dies. It's just even irregardless of Jarvan and Hijackers, it's just not a good unit composition. You need other things with the Overlords in order to make it work. Tank Hunters don't retarget one of the other buses, so they're both 2 of them are actually going to survive here. Bit of a light retarget. Yeah, it's not a good unit composition. Battle Bus will just run Overlords down and abuse the turret rotation unless you have other units with them. These seems in particular. So the mines are going to be helpful. So
More helpful.
Limit Dominator's ability to just crush the base.
Yeah, more helpful than the empty bunker. This could be an EMP. Oh, it's carpet bomb. Okay, I only killed one of the Overlords, so that wasn't very effective. Bit early for an EMP by the looks of it.
Yeah. GPS Scrambler on that topside army for Dominator.
Oh man,
fantastic worker saturation.
So he's got stealth Nuke Overlord with a prop center, and I think he has maybe the junk repair. I don't know if that actually affects Overlords, or maybe it's just repairing because it has the subliminal messaging upgrade. Subliminal messaging upgrade is complete.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's alright, though.
Putting on the voice always gives it away. Okay, that's a big pop. Overlord is focused down.
Yeah, Domin's going to pop in and out as well. Only one of these battle buses go down. The other one actually finds the repair. ECM goes down. That should be all she wrote. Pablo Escobar is out of this game. The workers are going to be denied, but that's not a big deal. Jarvan's going to come from the side, snipe the dragon tank down.
I think that's the scariest part about GLA Overlords is they can instantly heal themselves on tunnels. And that normally is okay because the health pool of units for GLA isn't too big. So them being able to replenish their health instantly isn't that big of a deal. Yeah. But when you have something as durable with as much health as an Overlord that has the ability to heal itself via tunnels, and that is scary.
Yeah, sure. So this game is over. Dominator flexes his fingers and puts on the stranglehold. Complete dominance over the map. Double forward supplies expanding those areas. Tunnel network control is fantastic. Even going to be denying the right-hand side oil derrick of Pablo Escobar.
Can I have some supplies, please? No.
If you ask real politely, there's a chance the Dominator's like, yeah, man, just have a truck of supplies.
Stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
Yeah.
This is it's just upsetting, isn't it? Isn't this just so sad? It's watching the futility of a single tank hunter try and deny this oil cap.
Much more effective. He could just walk up and
die too.
He could just walk up and TNT the rebel. TNT the rebel.
If he TNTs the oil,
Yeah.
will it blow up and destroy the rebel in time?
I don't think it will in time. No.
It takes like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Useless. Rebel. Good job, rebel.
Nice.
You get a golfer's clap for that effort. Yeah, no, I don't think it would be in time. Maybe if you did it preemptively or as the cap started, that could be pretty cool, but no, it takes a little bit too long. Even a toxin tractor. Now that's a swaggy way to end a game. See, your opponent's dragon tank. What's this? Where's this toxin tractor going? What's he doing?
Alright, let's go ahead and hit the glorious F button on my keyboard.
Okay.
And watch as everyone flames us. Why are you fast forwarding? Shut up.
Game is very close. Pablo Escobar might have enough cash to build a nuke missile. Dominator back.
Oh, what? Oh, he scrambled a worker.
He scrambled, yeah, workers. Yeah.
He's actually
scrambled
blocked
a bunch of
himself
workers.
in.
That is great. And the workers are going to build all these tunnels. Pablo Escobar is desperately trying to find the workers in these holes and deny them.
The trucks couldn't get through.
All the workers were GPS scrambled, and now they're going to finish off all these tunnel networks. That was pretty smart. Okay, right. Dominator gets rid of them, but a couple more are going to finish off, and the final charge. I suppose that's one way to circumvent mines, is just build tunnel networks behind your opponent's base. So
I don't know why there's a red square on the ground. The amount of swag that Dominator pulled off, too much for the Sage engine to handle. It's going to be a mine drop.
probably a big EMP.
No.
No, it's a nothing.
Doesn't the EMP use the same plane as the carpet bomber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can tell which one it is, and that's going to be the
Wait,
GG.
no.
It doesn't.
Same
It's
plane.
the same as the mine drop.
Same plane as the mine drop. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
Whatever. Anyway, that's
level
going to
1
be
strike,
GG.
bro.
There we go. Pablo Escobar is being defeated. Dominator is now the new leader of his Colombian drug cartel.
Yeah.
I think Dominator is well suited
Yeah,
for it.
that game was for the Colombian drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally a thing.
Yeah, like you know how
Pablo Escobar was in
how
charge
it-
this whole time until right now.
how in South Korea when you want to date someone you have to like beat her dad in StarCraft. It's
right,
the same
okay,
thing
yeah,
in Colombia.
fair enough,
You have to
yeah.
challenge them to a game 0 to take authority of their drug cartels or whatever.
So what do we learn from that game, Machine? What do we learn?
So you want to mix in more recapping power.
Yeah.
So whether it's outposts have more detection range than troop crawlers, but troop crawlers have 8 infantry inside. So you want to have a mix. Ideally, is you outposts have detection. You've got troop crawlers there for just mass infantry to recap, and you just want to have a well-rounded composition.
Yeah.
Where you have your ECMs, you've got your overlords, you've got your Gatling cannons, your prop towers on the overlords, your outposts, your troop crawlers, all that good stuff, or maybe even having dragon tanks mixed in.
Yeah, dragon tanks are nice. Dragon tanks give you zoning, and that means your army's a little bit safe to the high mobility GLA. Dragon tank zoning's really good. MiG strikes take out battle bus are good. You need strong burst power. So the overlords are obviously good in that capacity, but yeah, as the machine said, it's just more troop crawlers and things like that. You can't just base an army around the best unit in the game. It's like
Unless you're
10
playing
overlords,
USA,
yeah,
and
unless you're
then,
playing
then you build the best unit in the game. Humvees, yeah. That's why I love China, because they actually do have a lot of interesting unit compositions, whereas USA and GLA not so much. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this cast. Dominator, he wrecked Pablo quite thoroughly.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was going to be the case because it was like a long replay, but it was just because Pablo didn't surrender. So that's why. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Cheers.